In this video, we're going to find the derivative of the following functions. No? Specifically, yung mga papakita ko ay mga algebraic functions. At susubukan nating ipakita yung tinatawag nating mga rules of differentiation na power rule, product rule, at saka quotient rule. Simulan natin dito sa unang example natin. We have our function y equals x cubed plus 4x squared minus x plus 3. Kapag sinabi nating hanapin ang derivative, ibig sabihin, kung makikita natin ang graph nitong function na ito, hanapin natin yung slope ng tangent line sa kahit saang point dito sa curve na ito. Instantaneous rate of change ang tawag dito sa derivative. So basically, yung pag nahanap natin yung derivative nitong example na ito, yung function na yon ay magre-represent sa slope nitong tangent line natin sa kahit alin na point dito sa curve na yan. Sa example number 1, magagamit natin yung tinatawag nating power rule. The power rule is denoted as this one. So if you're looking for the derivative of something na may exponent, ang magiging result nun ay ganito. Yan. Kaya natin sa kahon. Malaman natin na maalaga at kailangan tandaan. Again, if we're looking for the derivative of something na merong exponent, integer exponent, kahit ano, wag lang 0. Ang gagawin natin dito ay ibababa yung exponent bilang numerical coefficient. Pansinin na dito naging katabi na ni x yung n na dating exponent niya. And then, yung original exponent mo, babawasan mo lang ng isa. Palaging 1 yan. Palaging minus 1. Ano man ang exponent, minus 1 lang. So basically, i-apply natin itong power rule sa lahat ng terms nitong function na ito. If we want to solve for the derivative of y, hanapin natin yung derivative ng bawat term niya. Apply natin si power rule sa bawat term. Simulan natin. So, we want to solve for y prime. Tama? Isa-sense notation na ginagamit natin to solve for the derivative. Unahin natin itong x cubed. Let's apply the power rule. Dahil isa siyang expression na merong exponent, gamitin natin yung power rule sa kanya. Anong gagawin natin? Yung exponent na 3, gawin natin numerical coefficient ni x. So, yung dating x cubed naging 3x. Binaba ko lang yung numerical coefficient na 3, ay yung exponent na 3 para maging numerical coefficient. Pero, yung 3, hindi natin aalisin basta. Babawasan lang natin ng 1. 3 minus 1 will give us 2. Which means, yung derivative ni x cubed is 3x squared. Tapos na tayo sa term na yan. Punta tayo dito sa sumunod. Lagyan natin ang plus sign. Ngayon, meron tayong coefficient na, no, dun sa original function natin. Paano natin i-apply yung power rule? Simple lang. I-take mo yung coefficient as it is, yung original coefficient, tsaka mo i-apply yung derivative, yung power rule dito sa x squared. Ang tawag doon ay constant multiple rule, no? Pero extension lang yun ni power rule. Basically, binaba mo yung exponent, pero dahil merong original na katabi yung x, minultiply lang. So, imbis na basta ko ibaba si 2, dahil merong 4 doon originally, kailangan ko siyang i-multiply doon. Then, isulat si x, exponent, original exponent minus 1, it's just going to be 1. Sulat ko muna for now. Mamaya, pag sinimplify natin, alisin ko na yan. Sunod, punta tayo dito sa minus x, yung ikatlong term natin. Paano natin i-apply dito ang power rule? Eh, wala naman siyang exponent. Well, wag ka magpapalin lang. Hindi porke wala kang nakikitang number, eh 0 yan. In fact, kapag walang nakasulat, merong invisible na 1. Therefore, we can still apply the power rule. Baba natin yung exponent, gawing numerical coefficient. So, minus yung operation. Baba ko yung 1. Nandun pa rin si variable x. 1 minus 1. Original exponent minus 1 is 0. Alam natin na magiging 1 yan, tapos i-multiply dito sa 1. Di ang simplest form nito ay minus 1 na lamang, no? Pero mamaya ko na siya isa-simplify, hayaan yung makita muna natin na ganito. And then, lagay natin yung plus 3. Now, paano gagawin natin ngayon? Wala tayong variable na naka-raise sa exponent. Ito bang plus 3 na ito ay isusulat pa rin natin as it is? Hindi na. Meron tayong tinatawag na constant rule na nagsasabing kapag hinanap mo yung derivative ng kahit anong constant, in-apply mo yung definition ng derivative, plinag-in mo tong 3 dun sa definition ng derivative, ang magiging sagot, 0. Totoo yun para sa kahit na anong constant. So if you look for the derivative of some constant, the result will be 0 every time. Which means, yung 3 dito, hindi natin na isusulat, magiging 0 na siya, no? In fact, kahit hindi ko na ilagay yung plus 0, pero kagaya ng sabi ko, isi-simplify pa naman natin yan. So, ano ngayon ang derivative natin? We have 3x squared plus 4 times 2 will be 8x. Kahit hindi na natin ilagay yung exponent na 1. And then, ito kaninang minus 1x raised to 0. Alam natin, anything raised to 0 is 1. So, this is technically 1 multiplied by negative 1, which is just going to be minus 1. In fact, pwede mo na lang tandaan ito eh. Derivative of x is just 1. Yung iba, sinasa ulo na lang yon. Derivative of x is just 1. And then, yung plus 0, kahit hindi na natin ilagay dito. Ito ang ating magiging final answer. Ito ngayon yung equation na gagamitin mo para hanapin yung slope sa kahit na anong point within this curve. Slope ng tangent line. Let's have our next example. So sa example number 2 natin, we have x squared plus 1, the whole thing multiplied by x squared plus x minus 5. Pwede ba natin gamitin dito ang power rule? Kung iisipin, pwede natin tong i-foil. Multiply natin yung bawat term sa isa't isa. And then makakapag-generate tayo ng simpleng polynomial lamang, no? And then we can maybe apply the power rule. Pero hayaan nyo na maituro sa inyo itong maibahagi ko sa inyo yung tinatawag nating product rule. The product rule ay gagamitin basically if you want to look for the derivative. Yun yung notation natin, no? Derivative of two functions multiplied together. Yan. So, ano magiging itsura niyan? Well, hindi pala ako kasya, no? Yan yung lagay ako ng arrowhead. Ano magiging itsura niyan? You take the first function as it is, multiply mo sa derivative no isang function, added by yung derivative naman ng first function na minultiply dun sa second function as it is. Ayan ang ating product rule. Again, it applies kung meron kang dalawang function na pinagmumultiply. Kung gusto mo, pwede mo na lang i-multiply ito kagaya ng nasabi ko kanina, tsaka may apply ang power rule, no? Pero one way or another, gusto mo matutuhan din itong tinatawag na product rule. Simple lang, again, take mo yung first function as it is, multiply sa derivative nung pangalawang function, yun yung ibig sabihin ng g prime of x, tapos i-add mo doon naman sa product ulit nung derivative naman ng first function, yun yung ibig sabihin ng f prime of x na minultiply doon sa g of x. So, try natin dito. Sino si f of x, sino si g of x, hindi mahalaga yon. Kahit sino pwede mong tawagin f of x, kahit sino tawagin mong g of x. In this example's case, gusto ko ito si f of x. Sabihin siya yung first function natin, and then yung isa ay si g of x. Alright? Apply natin yung product rule. If we want to solve for the derivative of y with respect to x, Same idea, iniba ko lang ng paraan ng pagsulat, no? Notation ni Leibniz ang gamit natin dito. I-take down natin yung first function as it is, kokopyahin lang. So, x squared plus 1. Tapos, i-multiply natin sa derivative ng pangalawa, g prime of x. So, x squared plus x minus 5, basically, hahanapan natin ang derivative. Now, kung titingnan mo si x squared plus x minus 5, anong kaya mong gawin para mahanap ang derivative niya? You can use the definition, pero sayang naman yung natutuhan mo kanina lang, no, na power rule. Apply na natin dito. Yung exponent, gawing numerical coefficient. So, it's now 2x. Then, yung 2, original exponent minus 1 is just 1. 2x raised to 1. Hindi ko na kailangang isulat yung 1. And then, meron tayo ditong plus x, na kung gagamitan mo rin ng power rule, nakita na natin kanina na ito ay magiging 1 lang, minus some constant, na kung hahanapin ang derivative, will just be 0. Hindi mo na kailangang isulat yon. I-add natin yun naman sa derivative ng first function, f prime of x. So, derivative ni x squared plus 1. Apply the power rule. Ibaba yung exponent, gawing numerical coefficient. 2 minus 1 is 1. Hindi mo na kailangang ilagay. And then, added by some constant. Alam mo naman na ang derivative ng constant ay 0. Hindi mo na kailangang isulat. Multiplied by the second function as it is. Sabihin, kailangan mong isulat dito yung x squared plus x minus 5. Kompleto. Ito na yung tama mong sagot. But if you like, you can simplify by multiplying. Coil mo yan. Coil mo to. Well, i-distribute. Tapos, tsaka mo ipag-add, no? Try natin. X squared plus 2x will give us 2x cubed. X squared multiplied by 1 is just x squared. Then we have 1 times 2x. Anything multiplied by 1 is just the number itself. 1 times 1 is 1. Added by, dinugtong ko na. Added by 2x times x squared is going to be 2x cubed. Meron palang second term, hindi natin nakita. 2x multiplied by x is just 2x squared. And then finally, 2x multiplied by negative 5 is negative 10x. Simplifying further, combine natin like terms. Unahin na natin isulat yung may pinakamataas na degree. In this example's case, 3. So, pagsamahin natin yung may x cubed. So, si 2x cubed and may isa pang 2x cubed. 2 plus 2 is 4. So, we have 4x cubed. Sunod natin yung may x raised to 2. 1, 2. So, x squared plus 2x squared is just 3x squared. Positive. So, lagay mo plus. Followed by x raised to 1 term. Meron tayong isa, meron tayong dalawa. Simplify natin. 2 minus 10. This is going to be negative 8. X. Finally, constant, kung meron, ayun, meron tayong plus 1, kailangan nating isulat. Ito na yung ating final answer. So ngayon, yung instantaneous rate of change nitong function na ito. Huli nating tingnan yung tinatawag na quotient rule. Meron tayong power rule, meron tayong product rule, meron din tayong quotient rule. Quotient rule naman ay i-apply para sa paghanap ng derivative ng functions na dinidivide. Basically, parang rational function. No? So, anong itsura ni quotient rule? Paano siya gamitin? Sulat natin. Quotient rule. Gagamitin siya, kagaya na sabi ko kanina, kung meron dalawang function na dinidivide, tapos hahanapan mo ng derivative. Alright, so anong itsura ng quotient rule? Kasya ba tayo dito? Sa tingin ko ay kakasya. Itsura niya ay ganito. Nope, hindi kasya. Sa baba na lang tayo. Arrowhead ulit. Yan. So, i-take mo yung denominator, yung function sa baba, as it is, multiplied by the derivative of the function in the numerator, minus, kanina sa power product rule, nag-add tayo, no? Dito, nag-subtract naman tayo. Take mo naman yung numerator mo as it is, multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, divided by, yung difference niyan, divide mo, dun sa denominator mo multiplied by itself. Or simply, the denominator squared. Ito, ang ating quotient rule. Yan. Kaya apply again kung meron kang hahanapin na derivative ng function na pinagdi-divide. May madaling paraan para tandaan ito. Ang mnemonic na yon ay low D high minus high D low over low low. Ano yung low? Ano yung high? Yung low yung denominator sa baba, yung high yung numerator. Alright, ulitin ko. Low, D high, derivative nung nasa taas, D high, minus high, D low. Natutuhan ko to sa isang instructor din sa YouTube. High D low over low low. Bakit low low? Denominator multiplied by itself. Low times low. Diba? Low low. Low D high minus high D low over low low. Isa pa, low D high minus high D low over low low. Kung ayaw mo niyan, siguro mas madaling kabisaduhin mo to, no? G of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x all over g of x squared. Kahit alin doon, magsimula na tayong i-apply sa function na ito, x squared plus 1 divided by 4x plus 5. Now, bakit hindi ko pwedeng itry na lang dito yung power rule? Posible siguro yon kung kaya mo tong i-simplify into a polynomial, into something na magagamitan mo ng power rule. So kapag dinivide mo to, tapos ang sagot mo ay naging simpleng polynomial na lamang, baka pwede mong gamitin na lamang yung power rule. Pero kung sinimplify mo na, tapos ganito pa rin ang itsura, meron ka pa rin fraction bar, rational expression pa rin ang meron ka, apply mo na to. Let's go ahead and do that. Alam natin na yung unang function natin ay nasa numerator at yung ikalawang function natin ay nasa denominator. Right? Let's apply the power rule in finding the derivative of this function. The quotient rule rather. So low, denominator as it is, 4x plus 5. Low D high, derivative ng numerator. X squared plus 1, derivative of that is just 2x. Bakit? Ginamit ko yung power rule. Binaba ko yung exponent, ginawang numerical coefficient. Tapos yung original exponent minus 1 is just 1. Hindi ko na sinulat. Tapos yung constant, alam natin na pag ginanap mo yung derivative, magiging 0. So, hindi ko na rin sinulat. So, low D high minus high, as it is, yung function mo sa exponent, as a numerator, high D low. Derivative naman nung nasa denominator. We have 4x plus 5. Hanapan mo ng derivative. Using the constant multiple rule dun sa 4x, magiging 4 na lamang yan. Or gamitin mo man yung power rule. May exponent na 1, multiply sa 4, 4 pa rin. X raised to 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Right? Constant multiple rule ay parang extension lang ng power rule. Tapos may plus 5, pero dahil constant yan, pag hinanap mo yung derivative, 0 na rin. Plus 0. So 4 plus 0 is just 4. Divided by the denominator multiplied by itself. Yun yung low. D of x squared. D of x natin is 4x plus 5 multiplied by itself. Now let's simplify. Distribute natin. Si 2x kay 4x, tsaka kay 5. Si 4 naman kay x squared, tsaka kay 1. 2x times 4x will give us 8x squared. And then yung 2x times 5 will give us plus 10x. Subtracted by 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 4 kasi positive parehas. Divided by 4x plus 5 squared. So it's basically 4x plus 5 times 4x plus 5. May bilis tayong paraan para gawin yon, hindi ba? I-square mo na yung first term. So this is going to be 16x squared. Tapos i-multiply mo sa 2 yung product nila. 4x plus 5. 4x times 5 times 2. No? Twice of their product. Square the first term, twice of their product, tapos sunod mo yung square ng last term. Twice muna ng product. So, ano yung product? 4x times 5, that will give us 20x times 2. That's going to be 40x. Tapos, sunod mo na yung square ng last term, ng second term mo. 5 times 5 is 25. Now, if you can combine like terms, please do so. This example's case, may kita natin na meron tayong x squared term, dalawa, dun sa numerator. So, kaya natin pagsamahin yan. 8 minus 4 is just 4x squared plus 10x minus 4 divided by 16x squared plus 40x plus 25. And this is now our final answer. That's how you use the quotient rule in finding the derivative of a function. So, natutuhan natin yung paghanap ng power rule, derivative gamit ang power rule. Meron din tayong constant rule, constant multiple rule, tapos itong iba kinakabisado na lang yan, derivative ng x is just 1. Tutuhan natin yung product rule. First function times the derivative of the second function added by derivative ng first function plus yung second function as it is. And then finally, itong quotient rule natin, yung low d high minus high d low over low low. And salamat kay Nancy Pai. Kay Nancy Pai ko napanood itong mabilis na pagkabisa dito sa quotient rule. And that will be all in this video. I hope you learned something. Kung may bahagi nito ang hindi mo ganong naunawaan, let me know in the comments. Palagi kong binabasa ang inyong mga comments. At salamat sa panunood.